Commander Vel watched the human colony ship drift silently through space, its hull scarred by micrometeorites and plasma burns from the recent battle. The vessel should have been destroyed weeks ago when the Hegran fleet first encountered it, in the Outer Rim territories. Yet somehow, impossibly, it continued forward toward the contested system of Kepler 442. "Sir, the human vessel is still maintaining course," reported Navigation Officer Crix from his console. "Our long-range sensors indicate their life support systems are operating at 12% capacity. Their engines are barely functional." Vel's mandibles clicked in confusion. His species, the Hegrans, had ruled this sector of space for over 3 millennia. They understood warfare, logistics, and the simple mathematics of survival. When a ship reached critical system failures, its crew surrendered or died. This was the natural order of things. "How many humans remain aboard?" Vel asked. "Approximately 800, down from their original complement of 3,000, Crix replied. "Sir, by all tactical assessments, they should have surrendered after losing their escort ships. No rational species continues a mission with such devastating losses." Through the observation deck's reinforced viewport, Vel studied the battered human craft. 3 months ago, the human expedition had departed from their homeworld with grand proclamations about establishing a new colony. The Hegran High Command had viewed this as a minor territorial dispute, easily resolved through standard intimidation tactics. They had been wrong. The first engagement should have ended the matter. The Hegrans possessed superior numbers, advanced shielding technology, and weapons that could vaporize asteroids. The human fleet consisted of converted cargo haulers and outdated military vessels. Logic dictated immediate surrender. Instead, the humans had fought with a ferocity that stunned the Hegran commanders. They used tactics that bordered on madness, ramming damaged ships into Hegran vessels, using their own life pods as improvised missiles, and continuing to fight even when their ships were breaking apart around them. "Sir, incoming transmission. From the human vessel," Communications Officer Thane announced. "Put it through," Vel ordered. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing a human male with graying hair and tired eyes. His uniform was torn, and Vel could see smoke drifting behind him in what appeared to be the ship's bridge. "This is Captain Reynolds of the colony ship New Horizon," the human said, his voice steady despite his obvious exhaustion. "We know you're monitoring our communications." "Captain Reynolds," Vel replied, activating the translation matrix. "I am Commander Vel of the Hegran Territorial Defense Force. Your situation is hopeless. Your ship is dying, your crew is dying, and your mission has failed. I offer you one final opportunity to surrender with honor." Reynolds was quiet for a moment, then something that might have been a smile crossed his features. "Commander, you've been chasing us for 3 months. You've destroyed most of our fleet, killed thousands of our people, and reduced our ship to scrap metal held together by determination and prayer. Yet here we are, still flying toward our destination. Your persistence is noted but irrelevant," Vel said. "You cannot succeed." "You know what the funny thing is, Commander?" Reynolds continued, leaning forward slightly. "You think this is about the colony. You think we're fighting for some patch of dirt around a distant star." Vel's secondary arms twitched with curiosity. "Is it not?" "The colony was always secondary," Reynolds said. "We're fighting because that's what humans do. We persist not because success is guaranteed, but because giving up is unthinkable. Every human child learns about the explorers who died crossing oceans to find new lands, the scientists who failed 1,000 times before making breakthrough, discoveries, the soldiers who held impossible positions because someone had to. Such sentiment is illogical," Vel stated. "Resources spent on futile endeavors serve no purpose." Reynolds laughed, a sound that seemed strangely warm despite the dire circumstances. "You still don't understand. We're not persisting for logical reasons, Commander. We're persisting because it's who we are. Failure is just another obstacle to overcome, another problem to solve. Death is just another challenge to face with dignity." The transmission continued for several more minutes, but Vel found himself studying the human's face rather than listening to his words. There was something in the human's expression that he had never seen in any species the Hegrans had encountered. Not determination or stubbornness, but something deeper. a fundamental refusal to accept defeat that seemed woven into the very fabric of human existence. After ending the transmission, Vel stood in silence on his command deck. His crew awaited orders, expecting him to deliver the final blow to the dying human ship. Instead, he found himself recalling the tactical reports from the past 3 months. The humans had turned every setback into a learning opportunity. When their weapons proved inferior, they modified their tactics. When their shields failed, they used their ship hulls as armor. When their life support systems were damaged, they shifted non-essential crew into stasis pods to conserve resources. Most remarkably, they had never once requested mercy or attempted to negotiate. They simply adapted and continued forward. "Sir?" Crix prompted gently. Vel realized his crew was staring at him, waiting for orders. The human ship continued its slow journey toward the contested system, trailing debris and atmosphere, but somehow still flying. "Stand down weapons," Vel commanded. "Sir?" Crix asked, confusion evident in his tone. "I said stand down weapons," Vel repeated. "Open a channel to High Command. Tell them we need to discuss new terms regarding human territorial expansion." As the Hagrin fleet fell back, Vel watched the human colony ship disappear into the vast darkness between stars. For the first time in his military career, he understood that some battles could not be won through superior firepower alone. The humans would reach their destination. They would establish their colony, and they would persist. Because persistence was not a tactic for them, it was their nature.